The respiratory system has one main function, gas exchange. This exchange supplies oxygen and removes carbon dioxide. There are also 4 processes of respiration: pulmonary, internal, and external, and transport of respiratory gases. The sense of smell and speech are also affected by this system. Maintaining homeostasis requires gas exchange and regulation of pH. Correct gas exchange regulates the amount of hydrogen ions in the blood, maintaining the correct blood pH. There are 8 major organs that help the respiratory system flow perfectly. First is the nose, which allows passages of air into the nasal cavity. The nasal cavity filters, warms, and moistens the air. Next is the pharynx, which is a passageway for air and food. It also contains the tonsils. Under is the larynx, which prevents food from entering the lower respiratory tract. The trachea allows airflow into the brachy. It cleans, warms, and moistens the air as well. Next, we have the bronchus that connects the trachea with the lungs. This passageway also cleans, moistens, and warms the air. Air has to be cleaned thoroughly throughout this process, or something could go wrong. The lungs are the organs in the thorax that house smaller respiratory passageways. Last is the diaphragm, which is a muscle that separates the thoracic from the abdominal cavity and aids in breathing. This organ is responsible for 2/3 of airflow while breathing. They're made up of 13 different kinds of cells. 11 are called epithelial, and the other 2 are mesenchymal cells. Goblet cells secrete mucus, a viscous fluid composed primarily of highly glycosylated proteins called mucin suspended in a solution of electrolytes. Ciliated columnar epithelial cells have fine hair-like outgrowths, called cilia, on their free surfaces. These cilia are capable of rapid, rhythmic, wave-like beatings in a certain direction. This movement of the cilia in a certain direction causes the mucus, which is secreted by the goblet cells, to move in that direction. Last are pneumocytes. There are 2 types of pneumocytes, and they are one of the cells that line the alveoli in the lung. Type 1 pneumocytes are responsible for the gas exchange that takes place in the alveoli. Type 2 pneumocytes are responsible for the production and secretion of surfactant, which is a molecule that reduces the surface tension of pulmonary fluids and contributes to the elastic properties of the lungs. Pulmonology is an internal medicine subspecialty in the field of medicine. A pulmonologist is a physician who possesses specialized knowledge and skill in diagnosis of lung conditions and diseases. Pulmonologists work in doctors' offices, specialize in their own practices, or work in hospitals or clinics. They typically work together in a specialized team or, if necessary, alone. A typical workday consists of a full-time schedule that includes long hours. A pulmonologist's primary job is to ensure that the lungs and airway passages are working in the correct order. Pulmonologists treat various conditions dealing with the lungs like ARDS, asthma, bronchitis, a chronic cough, COPD, cystic fibrosis, tuberculosis, and lung cancer. One of the many duties of a pulmonologist is to manage chronic diseases by providing therapy, prescribing inhalers, and offering lifestyle changes to patients. These doctors also have to focus on perioperative management, which is assessing a patient's ability to undergo surgery and devise a breathing strategy for the patient. Pulmonologists also focus on testing and diagnostics by evaluating the patient's pulmonary health and making diagnosis utilizing the pulmonary function test. They also practice in interventional pulmonology by adopting and adapting interventional techniques developed in the other fields of medicine, performing diagnostic tests, and balloon angioplasty. Regular work hours for doctors are about 40 hours. Work schedules range from 60 hours or more per week to keep up with the workload. Overtime and being on call is typical in this field of medicine. It all depends on the condition of the patients that the doctor is responsible for. It takes about a decade or more to become a pulmonologist. After high school, pulmonologists begin 4 years of undergrad, take pulmonology exams, and then proceed to enter medical school for 4 more years. After medical school, 3 years of residency is required, then 2 to 3 more years of pulmonary fellowship after that. Typical college majors are molecular biology, pulmonary physiology, and pulmonary immunology. Beginner pulmonologists receive $1,888 a year. An average and experienced pulmonologist receives $2,088 a year. and veterans receive up to $4,000 and $10,000 a year. Pulmonology is centered around the care of the patients and takes incredible dedication. Although it takes a very long time to become a pulmonologist, it pays off with a tremendous amount of money that comes in once you get there.
Hi, I'm Dr. Evans. Why are you here today?
I've been having shortness of breath and chest pains.
That's all?
When it's raining outside, I cough.
It sounds like you have asthma.
What is asthma?
Asthma is a condition where your airways narrow, swell, and produce extra mucus. Organs affected by asthma include the airways, lungs, and the bloodstream. I can refer you to a respiratory therapist for further checkup.
Thank you.
A respiratory therapist helps people who suffer from conditions related to breathing. These may range from minor to short-term conditions such as asthma or emphysema. They prescribe medications and records the patient's medical information.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, Doc, I have this annoying sore throat for a couple of days now.
Anything else?
Well, I just recently got over a cold.
It sounds like you have pneumonia. Let me check your breathing. Okay, open your eyes up. You have very infected lungs. I'm going to schedule an immediate surgery. I'm going to refer you to my thoracic surgeon.
Thanks, Doc.
No problem.
Hello, my name is Dr. Jones, and I'll be your thoracic surgeon for today. Well, Dr. Ford told me that you might need surgery today, so I'm going to do a thorough evaluation just to be sure surgery is needed. Stop. Wait, hold on. Okay, have you been smoking lately?
Dad, I've been smoking since I was 8 years old.
Whoa. Let me see your hands. Your fingernails look bluish. Do you have any experience of shortness of breath?
Yes.
Well, it looks like you might have emphysema.
What's that, Doc?
I'll tell you. Emphysema is a disease of the lungs that gradually damages the alveoli, which makes breathing difficult. Well, I'm going to recommend you to have a lung transplant.
Thanks, Doc.
No problem.